All right, let's get warmed up with a nice stretch. So we're going to start out in Sphinx pose. So all you do is lay on your tummy, go onto those forearms, kind of have your elbows right about your chest. Inhale, as you exhale, just gently lift. You can even actually walk those hands out just a little bit farther once you get up and you can feel where you need to be. So you should feel a good stretch in your abs. And just lower your head down. And again, inhale, as you exhale, press up, push into those forearms. Feel the stretch in your abs. And come down. All right, now we're going to do single arms. So we're going to push up one arm. And relax down, other side. Now, you can have your legs together. If you need to, get them apart. If it's too much pressure on the back, open those legs up. All right, that felt so good. Let's do it one more time. Push up. And relax. Up. Ooh. And relax. All right, we're going to go right on into a child's pose. Get that back stretched out. So either legs together or knees apart. Big deep breath in. Exhale, lower down into the stretch. Inhale again. Exhale. Get a little deeper. And again, inhale, exhale, get a little deeper. All right, now we're going to come on out into a low cobra, nice and slow. So just slowly lower down. Try to keep the chest up, glutes are tight, abs are in. And press up with the hands. Back into a child's pose. If this is too much on the shoulders, arms go to the side, forehead goes down. And then slither your way down into a cobra, low cobra, nothing fancy. And push, use those arms to go back into your child's pose. Use the arms and the abs to push you back. All right, now we are going to come to a standing position. So your feet are together. We're going to come into a mountain pose. Big deep breath in. Reach those arms up as high as you can. Now we're going to swan dive down. So you're going to have a nice flat back, stick your tailbone out, and come all the way down to the ground. So I'm feeling a little stiff today. Obviously, I'm not going to get down. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. I did a lot of walks here the last few days. All right, now you're going to come halfway. So hands can go onto your shins, your thighs. If you're flexible enough, your hands are on the floor. I more care about a flat back and lengthening through the crown of your head. All right, float back down again. You'll notice your hands will get a little closer to the floor, and then flat back, swan dive, or whatever, back up again. Hands together, lean back, stretch the abs. Come up tall. We're going to do that 2 more times. So swan dive down, stick that tailbone out, abs are in. Float those hands down to the ground, drop the head. Now come up halfway, hold, lengthen. Abs are in this whole time. Drop back down again and then flat back. Come on up, lean, and tall, last one, swan dive down, sweep the floor. This one will go a little faster, halfway, drop it back down again, and swan dive up. Finish it out, hands together, lean it back, up tall, and hands to your side. All right, you should be nice and warm. So we're gonna go right on into some squats. So we're gonna sit and come up tall, down and up, down and up. Add weights if you want. Toes are pointing forward. All right, on this last one, you're gonna sit here and hold it. Now we're gonna go down an inch, up an inch. Down and hold, up and hold, really controlled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to singles. Down and straight. No thrust. Down and straight. Seven, 8, 9, hold it, and again, down an inch, up an inch, down, up. 4, 3, 2, 1, last set, down and up, down and up, abs are in. 7, 8, 9, 10, and down an inch, up an inch, down and hold, up and hold. Very controlled. Pause and pause. Down and up. Last set. 5, 4, 3, 2, and come all the way up. All right, good job. Let's come on down to the ground. Time for the 100. So let's get that breath going. Scoop the head and shoulders up. Hands by your side. Start pumping. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Advanced people, you're out here. Inhale. Exhale. This level, make sure knees are over the hips here. You're in a tabletop position, so legs aren't up, they're tabletop. Keep going. And it's hard to see if you don't have a mirror. Let's do one more round. And relax down. All right, so either do a roll up, we need to get ourselves up, or roll over somehow to get yourself up. Hold up, hold it, pause, 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 touch those toes. Always take advantage of this stretch right here. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be down here. So hopefully this is a comfortable position. Abs are in tight before you bring your legs up into tabletop. So you're gonna reach your legs out, open, close, back in. Reach, open, close, crunch it in. Bring those knees to your nose, out, open, close, crunch in. out. Open, close, crunch in. Good job. Keep going. We have 5 more. 5. Slow and controlled. 4. I'm not swinging my legs wide. 3. I'm controlling the open and close. 2. And open and close. Open and close. 3 more. 3. Use those inner thighs. 2. And set it down. All right, nice little burn should have been happening there. Okay, now we're going to crab our feet. So you're going to have your legs together, just open. Hands go behind the head. If you need to, keep your head down. Otherwise, abs in, scoop it up. We're just going to do the right leg. Tap and up. Tap and up. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. 1. Go. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very still through here. 9, and 10. So if you were very still through here, your hip flexors probably felt that. So bridge, stretch it out, and peel it down. And again, inhale, as you exhale, peel it up. Inhale again, exhale, come down. And again, inhale, exhale it up, and down, and one more time, up, and down. All right, now we have our single straight legs. So abs are in, scoop the head and shoulders up, straighten up those legs. Keep one leg in, hold it, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. And switch. So we're going to hold these first few, keep getting up, keep getting those shoulders up and up. Just stretching the leg right now, trying to get it straighter without locking out the knee. As long as you feel the stretch down the back of the leg, I'm happy. All right, let's start to pick it up. Pulse, 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 pulse. Pulse, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest the head, hug the knees, draw little circles on the ceiling with the nose. You can also rock side to side. It should feel good on your low back. Sometimes this could make somebody dizzy doing these circle under the nose things. So alternative, just hang out and recover. All right, so abs in, head and shoulders up, hands behind the head, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. One more each side slow, and then we go double time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ugh. And claps. All right, we're going to bridge, and that will help stretch that out. So peel it up and peel it out. Peel it down. That'll help us stretch, but work our backside at the same time so that we don't waste time, although stretching is never a waste of time. But that's one thing I love about Pilates is you can stretch and work the muscles at the same time. So it's just efficient. Let's do 2 more, just like this. Up, stretch, peel it down, and up and stretch, peel it down. All right, we need to get back up again. Hold it. You can walk those heels in a little bit more if you need to. Now we're going to go down an inch, up an inch. Down and hold, up and hold. Down, up. So you go down, pause, up, pause. Good job. And it's really trying to make it only an inch. An inch is just the size of your knuckle. 3, 2, and 1, and all the way down. All right, let's do that again. Let's do 4 full bridges. 2, 3, and up and hold. Now down an inch, up an inch, down, up. Good job. Keep going. 7, 8, 9, and up, and down, 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 down. All right, hug those knees again. Rock side to side. You didn't work your neck there, so you probably don't need to do any neck little circles, but if you want to, you can. Legs in tabletop, arms go wide, and you earn the stretch in the abs and the sides. So you should feel this all through here. Should feel really good. Arms wide, so you stretch up here as well. If you want to make this even more stretchy, extend a leg. All right, let's go up and over gently to the other side. Big deep breaths in the belly, not the chest. Inhale, exhale it up, and set the feet down. Scoot your butt to one side and just roll yourself over. And we'll be in the perfect position for some side legs. So we're going to start nice and straight. My mat has a line down the middle of it, which is helpful. And then bring your legs forward. Now there's a few different ways you can do this. You can have a leg here if you want. You can be all the way out, whatever is most comfortable. So we're going to start by pointing up and flexing down. So pointing is going to stretch the front of the legs. Flexing is going to help stretch the back of the legs. We're also pointing and flexing pumps the calves. So working the calves, which get a little left out in Pilates because they aren't part of your core. So we got to add in those, we don't want those weird undeveloped calves and a great core. All right, there goes my phone. Sorry about that. You get to enjoy a little bit of Pink Floyd for a minute. All right, hold it here and circle. It's medium-sized circles. And reverse. Eight, 9, and 10. All right, let's hot potato. Tap, tap, up, tap, tap, up. So my foot is neither pointed or flexed here. It's just nice and neutral. You will, if you point here, you'll probably get a cramp in your toes. So just keep it neutral. One more in the back, one more in the front, and down. All right, now you're gonna straighten yourself out again. For this one, you gotta come all the way down. Ideally, you would be all the way here. Since I'm talking, I'm gonna be here. So what you're gonna do is get your knees up as close to your nose as you can. So you're pretty crunched up here. You're gonna lift your leg up, and now little movement, you're gonna bring your knee to your nose and back to parallel. In and back. It's gonna start to burn right away. 7, 8, 9, and bring it down. All right, good job. Push yourself up. Other side. So nice and straight. Legs come forward into banana. Top leg's gonna point and flex. Point and flex. It's possible we did more than 10 on the other side because my phone rang, I got distracted. But 10 of each. So 5, 4, 3. That's the good Pilates number. All right, and leave it up, and medium-sized circles. Nine, 10, and reverse. And down. All right, hot potato. Tap, tap, up. Tap, tap, up. Be careful of those toes. Last one. And down. All right, straighten yourself out so that you can get those knees up there as much as possible. Top leg up, in and back to parallel, up and back to parallel. So it's not very big. It's not a big crunch up. We just want to activate. 5, 4, 3, 2, E, and 1. All right, let's do some push-ups. We're going to stretch it out in a minute, but we need to work those arms. So you can do these long. I like to do my push-ups on my knees because I feel like my posture is way better when I do it on my knees. So we're going to do 10, down and up, down. And I'd rather have good posture than do a bunch with bad posture and teach my body bad things. I lost count again. 5, 4, 3. The joys of having me as a teacher. 2. And child's pose. All right, now we need to work on some of our balance a little bit. So we're going to do our quadruped. Reach the leg, opposite arm, hold, and relax down. If this is super wobbly, you're just going to do the leg. Don't worry about the arm. Or you can do the leg and maybe a little arm. Do your best. Keep your eyes looking down the bridge of your nose. so that you don't drop. Up and down. So try to focus on making it really, really long and down. Good job. Reach one big long line and down. All right, last one. Up and hold it here. Now we're going to stretch our spine a little bit more. So tilt that tailbone, eyes look up. Now pull your belly button up to the sky, drop the head, eyes to thighs. And this should just feel really good. It's a great way to keep that spine mobile. And pull it in. We have 2 more. I always like to do at least 4 of these. And up. And down. And pull it up. All right, now, since we had our spine just now going this way, now we're going to go this way. So very important. We do a lot of this with our roll-ups and our bridging. So hand goes flat on the ground, push into the floor and reach over. So keep both sitting bones on the floor. That's important. But we're going to make our spine go side to side. Now slowly walk your hand out. And again, keep those sitting bones, long head, long arm, long everything, reaching over. Bend that elbow. Sitting bones still on the floor. Oh, big deep breath in and exhale. Let's go to the other side. Hand close to start. Push into the floor, reach over. Keep breathing. Now, hand slides out. You can reach over a little bit more. And just bend the elbow a little bit. You're not going to get much farther. It's just going to go a little bit. But you should feel it. Inhale and exhale. Come on up. All right, now put your hand, go to the other side again. Put that hand on the floor. This time your hand is going to go behind your head. You're going to lean and then look up to the sky. So this will get into the hips a little bit more and open up the chest. It's a little uncomfortable. So do your best. You can walk your hand out a little bit. Try to open up a little more. And up. And other side. Okay, let's bring those hands to your heart, straight spine. Big reach forward. Big open, lift that heart up to the sky. Hug your tree. And hands to the heart. One more time. Big reach. Open. Hug that tree. And end with a nice straight spine. All right, good job.